Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, and again, welcome to our Sunday show. This is sktman, the tallest man in Black Africa. Nakuru residents are very angry with Ruto, and when they heard that he was going to Nakuru, I don't know who briefed them that he was going to Nakuru, they decided to go to Nakuru State Road and demand lunch very early in the morning. This is a group now. Listen to them. Hey, kumedhoka. Those are people of Nakuru who seems to want to visit William Samoei Ruto at State House in Nakuru. I'm looking at William Samoei Ruto, and William Samoei Ruto seems to be lost completely. He doesn't seem to understand the gravity of the matter at hand. You see, we normally say that when you find yourself in a hole, the best thing is to stop digging further. But William Samoei Ruto seems to be digging the hole further. The Gen Z have given very clear instructions, very precise, and they have listed a number of demands to William Samoei Ruto. William Samoei Ruto has gone ahead and invited them for a national dialogue. But this is not what they want. They have already rejected that. If you look at what Gen Z is saying, in fact, they have invited William Samoei Ruto for a meeting at X Space, because that is where people are meeting. I know, you know, everybody knows that people are meeting online. That's the kind of meeting that they want, because they want everybody to be involved, because they don't have a leader, because they don't have a party, they don't have a tribe. Their tribe is digital. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is also important to look at the demands that are being placed to William Samoei Ruto and see if we can be able to address them, or he can be able to do it. Because if William Samoei Ruto ningeanza kwa kufanya baadhi ya mambo ambao watu wanasema. For one, they want William Samoei Ruto to fire his cabinet. Do you think William Samoei Ruto is capable of firing his cabinet? Yes. And the Gen Z and the millennial guys knows the reason why they want the cabinet fired. It has failed the nation. It has betrayed the nation. Number two, they are very particular about Mithika Linturi, the man who presided over fake fertilizer, the man who presided when farmers lost a lot of money, the man who was at the helm wakati ambapo wananchi walikuwa wanauziwa mavi ya mbwa, wakati ambapo watu walikuwa wanauziwa mchaga eti ni bolea ya kupanda mbegu. So they are very particular. So even this one, I think if I William Samoei Ruto, I could have fired this man in the morning. So that's what I'm saying. William Samoei Ruto seems not to be listening. Because does it require any dialogue why this man should be fired? Again, they are saying that all court orders must be obeyed by the government. And they are very particular, and they are saying about the cabinet secretaries, the CAS, Chief Administrative Secretaries. The court rejected this. William Samoei Ruto is insisting about it. But they are telling him, William, he apana. You see, William Samoei Ruto need to address these issues, because these are the issues that they are raising. Again, they are telling William Samoei Ruto to scrap the housing levy. It is illegal. It is punitive. People don't want it. The way it has been implemented. Si kitu ambacho Wakenya wanakifurahia. Sio kitu ambacho Wakenya wanakitaka. Is William Samoei Ruto addressing this? Zero. So inviting them for a meeting, for that national dialogue, is not going to help anything, because they are not ready. They have refused. They have given their demands. Again, they want an audit of the national debts. Clear audits. How much do we owe? Is it the amount of money that we owe other countries, developing nations and developed nations, World Bank, IMF and whatnot, is said to be about, I think, 11 trillion. I could be corrected here, but I understand it's 11 trillion, and when he took over, it was 9 trillion. So they want an audit. Has it started? Does it require a meeting? Does it require Gen Z and wastage of public funds? Because Kenyans are complaining about wastage of public funds, unnecessary meetings. So again, when you look at this, they are saying they want leader mama to be restored. And why was it scrapped in the first place? Other than politics, other than to taint the good name of Margaret Kenyatta, other than to taint the name of Ruto administration, in which case he was part of this. Kwa hivyo, hii mambo ya leader mama, does it require any dialogue? Doesn't. The youth are speaking. The youth are clear. Gen Z is very clear. No contradiction about it. And the millennium guys, they are putting it very clear in black and white. Again, the Gen Z and the millennia are saying that JSS teachers must be employed on permanent and pensionable terms. Because even the court said that TSC has no power to employ teachers on temporary basis. It has no mandate. It is illegal what the TSC has been doing. So they are telling William Samoei Ruto, tell TSC, because you are the chief executive officer of this nation. Even though the TSC is an independent body, we know that your word is enough. He is also being told that there are those intern doctors whose salaries were reduced. Return the salary where they were. Does it require any dialogue? Does it require any meeting? Zero, it doesn't. Again, they are also saying very clearly that the MPs have been stealing our money. They are overpaid. They are getting over 1 million in terms of salaries and allowances. So they said, we want the salaries to be reduced up to 200,000. And they are saying there's no way a doctor can earn less than a politician. Daktari anafanya kazi nyingi sana. Anaokoa uhai, anaokoa maisha, anatibu, amesoma, ametumia muda wake mwingi. He's experienced. You see, but the politicians, they go to parliament, mtu anaingia dakika 10 anatoka, anaenda hapo because outside there's a kitchen. In fact, this is inside parliament, there's a kitchen, there is a liquor section, wanakunywa mvinyo, anakula nyama ya kuku, because we were able to see what they were doing there in parliament. Nyama ya kuku, nyama ya buzi, nyama ya gamia, nyama ya nini, madazi, what, everything. Very expensive liquor. And then you pay this person more than 1 million. Alafu daktari anafanya kazi usiku na mchana. Daktari anaitwa usiku, aende akaokoe uhai. So Kenyans have a point. The youth have a point. They are also saying that you return the school feeding program. Hizo pesa zinaenda wapi? So these people have a point. They don't require any, and in fact they don't require any dialogue. Hani mambo ambayo William Samoei Ruto angekuwa amefanya. In fact, if William Samoei Ruto was serious, he could have done these things like yesterday. And finally, the Gen Z are telling William Samoei Ruto, you must resign. You must resign. That's what they are telling him. And they have put it categorically that that is what they want. When William Samoei Ruto took over the leadership of this nation, he started off very badly, if you ask me. He appointed a cabinet that was heavily tainted. And I gave a critical analysis of this. And I said it was wrong. I said it was wrong. And I still say it is wrong. People who had court cases, people who had murder cases, people who had corruption cases, and before Kenyans knew what was happening, these cases were dropped and these people were in cabinet. Again, there's also the issue of the messed university education funding. We better return to the old model. I don't know what you think, but when I look at this, it's a mess. I'm not even sure where we are headed to. Again, about the punitive taxes. We have also been talking about the punitive taxes, and the Gen Z are putting it very clearly that you cannot come here and start taxing Kenyans the way you want, because Kenyans have no problem. I want to put it very clearly here to the world and sundry, that Kenyans have no problem with paying taxes. But what they want to know, how is this tax being used? How is it being utilized? Because when you look at William Samoei Ruto, since he came to power, we cannot be able to point any major project about tunaweza kusema pesa zetu zimefanya hivi. na hii mikopo ambayo inakopwa hatuwezi kuonyesha hivi. So William Samoei Ruto need to calm down. Sababu I remember if you read the history of this nation, akina Jomo Kenyatta walikuwa wanaitwa terrorist by the colonial administrations. If you ask Daniel Toroitich arap Moi, akina Matiba, they were labeled people who were actually saboteurs, economic saboteurs. And some of them were actually charged with murder cases. Others with very serious cases. But today, the Gen Z, if you ask some people who are in government, they'll tell you that these are thugs. I think it is wrong to describe them as thugs. It is wrong. Whatever the case, William Samoei Ruto, modus operandi is wrong. He needs to know that we are in a digital era. We need to know. In fact, they are inviting him for space meeting. Me, myself, have attended several meetings. Several. And the conversation that is there is very fruitful. That is why William Samoei Ruto and akina Ishongwa wote waingie kule, akina Wetangula waingie kule. Let us have a national conversation. Kwani iko nini? Watu wanaficha nini? There's nothing to hide. There's nothing to hide. Guys, I don't know what you think, but from where I sit, it is getting messier. Every day, it is getting messier. Can't miss this channel. Guys, like this video. Please, please, don't forget to like. When you give a like, if I get 1,000 likes, I get $10. We are able to move. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.